Hey guys, it's the Corporate Thief Beats here, and today's title of the video is how are you going about your mixtape promotion and promoting your music online? You're gonna have to start asking yourself a lot of questions. Get out a notepad and start ticking boxes. I've asked a lot of questions of myself towards the end of last year and started to stop procrastinating on stuff that I wasn't comfortable with and familiar with, and start taking on new challenges to promote my music online. Like even being here in front of the camera now on YouTube was all new to me, and I'm still a little bit nervous when I get on camera, and it's okay. You gotta overcome this stuff. You gotta get your story out there and start sharing it with your fans and your friends and any more people online. One thing that I learned last year was to stop worrying about what everybody else is doing and just focus on my own goals and my own achievements and see how I can improve in them and find where areas that I need to explore. I'm pretty active a lot online on many hip hop forums, and one thing that I've seen with loads of people is that everyone's giving out about, oh, no one's coming to my Daft Piff link, nobody's downloading my mixtape, nobody's listening to my mixtape, no one's listening to my beats, no one's buying my beats. A lot of people complaining about things instead of really studying what the core of the problem is. A lot of these people, and myself included, I'll be first to put my hand up and say that I complained a lot at the start as well, and now I'm not worried about that anymore. I'm just continue to focus on what I have already built up and keep building on it. A lot of these people, if you look online on their blogs or their websites or their YouTube channel, there's one thing that's always lacking: who the hell they are. They might have brilliant music, they might have beautiful graphics on their website, they might have all these crazy stuff on all their stuff on their channels, but they don't really have that humanistic characteristic within their online presence. Who the hell are you? Do you know what I mean? I'm the first person to say that I was shy about coming on camera, but now I see the value of it. I see how important it is to have a presence online, and anyone that I'm following, like social media marketers or anyone like that, or anyone that's speaking about online promotion of any kind of marketing, is always has a good presence. They have their face shown, they have people interacting with them online, and I really see the value of that now. And being on YouTube is probably one of your best assets online. Many people online now, many rap artists, many beat makers, they'll just put up videos with just their music on it and no real explanation of why they made that track, who inspired them, where did it come from, who produced the music, any kind of realistic characteristics about why they make music. And I really see the value in this now. Like, I think music is kind of just a marketing tool now, that people buy music just to support the artist. They're buying into the artists themselves rather than for the music. Like, the music is just an advertisement, if I have to be honest, and that they buy into the person behind the music more. Also making way more videos of you explaining why you love your music and why you like this track that you made, or how you made it, who produced it, who worked with you, who sings the hook, all this kind of stuff. This is really interesting stuff. I'm so inspired by music producers talking about how they make tracks, or singers talking about how they wrote songs. I love watching these music documentaries, and it gets me really hyped to make music. And I think you should do that too, and I should do it, and everyone should do it. And do it on YouTube. YouTube is a great platform to share your music with an audience all over the world. So you have to get your music out there. Like, you have your own, practically your own TV show when you have it on YouTube. So why not make advertisements for the songs that you make then, and explain about how you make them, and let the world know who you are. Don't just hide behind the computer all the time. I've been guilty of that too, and I'm stopping that. I looked at the stats, and I know that people want to see who I am and how I make my music, and it gives that person a little bit more of a connection with you when they're downloading or they're signing up for your mailing list, or if they're watching on YouTube. They might watch way more videos if they see who you are. They just don't want to be kind of spoken to a website. They want to be spoken, or just a piece of music. They want to be kind of spoken to as a person. And a lot of the time, even though this video might be recorded a year from now ago, or it might be recorded today, and you're watching it in the future, high in the future, you kind of have this feeling like I'm speaking to you right now. You kind of have that kind of humanistic characteristic that I'm here and I'm speaking with you, and it gives my brand, the Corporate Thief Beats, way bigger of an understanding of how I go about making my music, and why I'm making these videos, and why I use YouTube, and why I use my website. A great example of this now is if you take a look at Wiz Khalifa. He just released ONIFC last year, and if you look on his channel, or if you look throughout YouTube, you can find all these promotional videos where he's like sitting down in this kind of a lounge kind of an area, and he speaks about all the tracks on ONIFC and why he loves them, who inspired him, who he worked with. All this kind of stuff is great promotional stuff, and it shows more of who Wiz Khalifa is and how the process he went in behind making his album. Like if you make a video of your music and you put it up there, and that's the music done, then make like 2 or 3 videos speaking about how you did the music, who made the music for you, who worked with you on this hook, why you went about writing this song. And then you have like 3 to 4 videos pointing back to your mixtape link, wherever you have it hosted. And we'll talk about more about that in a second. But you have more than one link going back to your music now. So you have like 4 tools to get more people back to your mixtapes, and this might get way more downloads. Like if one video was getting you 10 downloads, obviously like 3 or 4 videos are going to get you more downloads, or they're going to get more people listening to your beats, you're going to get more streams, or you're going to get more people signing up to your mailing list, and so on and so forth. So don't limit yourself to just like, oh, I'm going to make 1 video, that's it. You kind of have to really push it out there and explain the process behind your music. Like this video blog is really about showing your personality to your audience, and YouTube is a great way to do that. And like we can go on like all the social medias and share our content, our vlogs, our music and stuff on social media. But one thing we all need to do is stop just spamming everyone about their beats and stuff, or their free downloads, or their music, or all like that. Like it's okay if someone is interested in your music and go, oh, where can I hear your music? And then you hit them with a link. That's all good. And there's no problem with like updating everyone from time to time about, oh, I've got new beats, or I've got a new mixtape up to download on my website. There's nothing wrong. It's your Twitter, Facebook page, whatever. It's yours. But going on to everyone's website or everyone's Twitter page or Facebook page and go and tagging them in Facebook in pages, or tagging their music, tagging your name in their music is just completely wrong. I've seen a couple of people doing it to me, and it's really annoying, and I just don't read it. I just delete the tag and I don't listen to them. If they hit me up properly and go, look, I've listened to your beats online, you're a good beat maker, or something like that, or I see that you're interested in hip-hop music, would you mind taking a listen of my music? I'd treat that person way different than someone just going, my music's up, or just hit listen to my music, listen to my music. That kind of stuff on Twitter does not work. And when I started off on MySpace and then kind of shifted to Facebook and Twitter, I was guilty of doing this too. And I learned to stop. With all the people that I listen to about social media marketing, or all the webinars that I've been a part of online, is this just doesn't work anymore. Everyone's shouting at everyone, and it's just not working anymore. There's nothing wrong with hitting up a couple of people and just asking them about stuff, but going crazy on it is just not working, and you're not going to get true fans that way. The ways that I talked to you about before with the videos and explaining your music and how you went about making your music is way better marketing. You're going to get a better fan that's going to follow you for longer than someone who just clicked they might go to your website and might listen to one song, but they just don't care about you enough to keep listening. It doesn't matter how good your music, how pretty your website is, it just doesn't work. So we all have to kind of stop just bombarding everyone with listen to my music, listen to my beats, download my mixtape. It's not working, and we all need to stop, and we need to find better ways of how we can communicate and engage with our audience online. And one way we can go about this is to start setting up a blog. Blogging is more important now than it ever is. Everyone says there's too many blogs out there and it's too noisy and you can't really get any traction there, and they're wrong. You have YouTube, and YouTube will always, it's like this evergreen kind of source of traffic. You'll always, at the start it's kind of frustrating because you might have this great video and no one's listening to it, but after a while you see it all trickling down. And if you go to my channel and you see all my videos, the recent ones that I put up now, maybe I might only get like 50 to 100 views in like the first month, but if you look at them at like 3 or 4 months ago, they all have like 1,000 views now. So 1,000 people have came to my channel and have viewed my music, and then maybe have came to my website. Maybe they came for free beats, maybe they came to download or buy beats, or maybe they came to my .piff link, or so on and so forth, if you get my drift. The blog is one of the most important things that you can do, because social media is so noisy, and I'm always terrified of all these kind of joining these other websites that I'm not in control of. Like, there's a lot of websites that change up and just disappear for a while, and you have no control, and all the work that you put into spending on that website. Let's say, for instance, you have 10,000 downloads on .piff, and tomorrow .piff goes like, we're shutting down, we just don't want to do this website anymore. All that work that you did is done for nothing now. You have no proof that you had 10,000 downloads. So trying to get your own place where you control is really important. And I noticed this two years ago, and I wish so many people told me when I started off making beats in like 2008, 2007, get your own website. And I was like, no, I can't do that HTML stuff. And I did a little bit when we were able to edit our MySpace pages, but I just hated it. Now I have a good knowledge. I've done some small courses on web design, and you don't need that. You just need basic stuff to just edit little pictures. You don't need the flashiest website in the world to get fans or get an audience. You just need a platform where people can come and just be focused on you. If you have a Facebook or a .piff page or a hot new hip hop page, there's so much on those pages that it's hard for anyone to kind of focus on you. Let's say if you sent me to your hot new hip hop page and you said your mixtape is there, and I listened to it for a few minutes, and then I looked, oh, J. Cole has a new mixtape out, I'm going to listen to this, like, I've just lost the focus that I had on you. But if you sent me to your blog or your website, I might go, oh, look, he's worked with this guy, he's worked with this person, his blog is here. I could spend ages listening to all your videos of you, how you went about, and I remember when Misto and Pizzy used to make beat making videos, and they don't really do it anymore, which is kind of disappointing. But I used to follow them every week. I couldn't wait for another video for them to come out with. And I always like went to their website and checked out about their remix competitions and all this kind of stuff. I really engaged with their website and stayed on their website and read their blogs, and I loved all that kind of stuff, and it really made me come back to all their other forms of social media as well, like their YouTube channel, their Facebook. Anytime that I got an email update or anything like that, I went and I did it, because I kind of really supported their music online. And this kind of blog, I know, or website, it seems daunting, but it's really cheap to set up a website now. And I'll make a video of how I go about making little beat sites now. I have the main Corporate Thief Beats website. I have a SoundClick page as well. I have a Rock Battle page, but I have like other WordPress little websites that I sell my music on as well, because I can all I like to do is just put up some simple blog posts about what music I like and why I like it, and maybe do a little bit of search engine optimization. That's where I put in little keywords like hip hop beats and stuff like that into my music. And you can do it too. Just start writing about who inspires you to make music, and that's all you need to do. Okay guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video right now. Before I go, I wanna go back to the very first question that I asked. What are you doing to promote your music online? So kind of ask yourself a bunch of questions. Do I have a YouTube? Do I have a blog? Do I have a website? What am I doing with social media? Kind of ask yourself and challenge yourself to all these kind of questions. And ask yourself, do my audience know who I am? Ask yourself, have you done enough to show your audience who you are and how you go about making your music online? This is really important, and you kind of have to know where you're putting your music out. Do you know all the hip hop forums? You can't be on every one of them. So pick a couple and engage with a couple of people there every month. You don't have to be there all the time. I'm on a good couple of forums and I can't be on all of them because I have my own websites to deal with. But I make sure that I spend maybe a couple of times a month to get in and just kind of speak to people, give a bit of feedback, and kind of go back to my own website and where my main focus is. It's hard to be everywhere online, and my main question is, so what are you doing online and how are you going about your mixtape promotion or promoting your beats, whatever? And just get yourself out there that little bit more. Find mixtape websites, find hip hop forums, find other blogs about hip hop and contact a couple of people and see if they will help you out. Most people need this kind of content for their website. There are a lot of indie hip hop websites out there, and I have like lists on my website. If you sign up to the newsletter, you'll get like a PDF of like 70 mixtapes sites. And I also have like blogs on hip hop forums and how you go about engaging with people on hip hop forums. So just make sure that you go and check out my website as well, and start asking yourself, what are you really doing to promote your music online? Daniel Hartnett, the Corporate Thief Beats. Thanks for listening to the video, guys. Any questions, leave them in the comment. Be sure you like the video and subscribe.